only takes a spark to get a fire going. Okay. Some people were saying I'm kind of like getting a little too crazy with so many of these videos, and I wasn't getting a lot of clickbait, I guess, with some of my titles, and I'm kind of being cut back. Like, I guess somebody's like said I can't use my thumb anymore. I don't know if it's like some command from somewhere, but it's giving my arthritis. I was getting too fast on the keyboard, so now they're making me do everything verbally. But anyway, I don't know how updated you are with all the great news, and that is that the Chargers are growing on what do you call TikTok. Because, see, I guess TikTok is popular with younger people. So that's fine with me. And I taught younger people. So I put a couple 1-minute videos up, like little Bible lessons, and now it's just like, wow, blowing up more than YouTube. So I'm not trying to be offensive or take sides. It's all about getting the love to everyone. But I just wanted to let you know that I've had a few ideas lately. And that's like, if you have any like needs, like let's say, if you look at the book of Matthew all the way through, Jesus says a few things. And he's usually talking about those in the kingdom when he's talking about these things, not about the faux Christians or the churches. So here's the thing. Right now, these people are on shaky ground, and they're teaching false teachings. They're wolves. All of them, pretty much, okay? But they should know that they're on shaky ground. They should know. So I don't know if they're just sold out like zombies or what. But here's the thing. If you go to any of them and you have a need, even if you get locked up for a DUI, if you went to that church, or even if you didn't, you have the right to call them and say, hey, I'm in prison. Can you help me get out? And if that's 7D checkmate. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, it's King's chess now. And he's had the board all along, see? And, oh, that's right. That's where that deity of his man in heaven stuff comes in. Like, if he is deity, then, yes, maybe, but see, that's the other thing you got to remember about all this, is that the children, for such will be the kingdom of heaven. Here comes the children. And if you think that was a crowd, I didn't even see 3 people on that train. They've been wasting money on that So, what I'm trying to say is there will be more people than was on that train, because there's going to be 72 million coming for the kingdom, plus all the dead in Christ rise first. So that means all those people, like Maida Heater, if you haven't looked her up, she's a total kingdom person. All these people are coming with the innocent ones that died, besides the aborted ones. You see what I mean? So it's going to be like Disneyland. You see what I'm saying? So if you like babysitting or teaching kids, that might be the time to start practicing it, because like Matthew 5 would be what you would teach the kids, like the golden rule. And that's what I taught them, and it's fun, and they love it. And see, anybody could be a teacher. And when he comes, if you're not holding on to money, so you can, that's the other thing you got to remember. There's a lot of lessons here. Because you see, when you don't love money, you're truly showing him you are his. You're sold out to his blood, the king's blood, not money. We've already got everybody sold out to money. So the more you can give away, I'm not telling you to get homeless yet, but if you want to, I don't think it would hurt. And I'm not saying it from nothing here. But see, I was kind of felt the leading to do this a while back, and I've been getting a lot of flack for it. And even now, I've got plenty of enemies. But so here's the thing. That's good, though, because that means that I might be on the right path. Because beware when all men speak of good of you. And we've got plenty of that. But he said, such is the kingdom with the kids. So that means in his deity, if he was deity, he already knew there was going to be 72 million aborted kids in heaven coming with him to earth to set up the kingdom. So if they want to say he was deity, well, he was already that deity there, and he was a man, and then he went up as a man there after he died, and he's coming back as a man. See, the thing is, their deity is they want to cancel him. But it doesn't work because it was pre-deity like that. He pre-knew what he was doing, but he's still a man. And he's the only man in heaven. And that's why he's being exalted in Philippians 2 and given a name above every name. But see, the thing is that the beastly ones that are all sold out on all this faux faith from the church that's all money pits and liars, from all that, that's the cutting of the chaff, you see, through truth. And that's how the king's going to do it. He's going to cut like a knife with truth through all these liars and all their games like I've been trying to do. But I'm just a junior boy. Wait till he comes. So I want you to remember these things, because right now we've got like a war going on, but it's spiritual, and we need to like get down and hunker down in prayer, and like, because see, that when the chaffing comes, this is what's going to happen. Most of the older ones are going to be more beastly, just naturally, because they're in the system more. Because you see, children, when they first are kids, they have more great faith because they trust their mom and dad and their grandma and grandpa. And you see what I mean? So it's not just like, like I trust. No, it's like I trust mom and dad, and I trust grandma and grandpa, and they trust God. But see, the church tried to take the place of all that. You see what I mean? But now we're going back to that faith of a kid that doesn't have the fake faith of a church. And that's real faith, what it's supposed to be from your parents and your grandparents. And that's like you're as a kid. I remember thinking that as a kid one time. I'm like, why is it sometimes these adults look like they got more faith in the government? Like when I first was a kid and I saw the sign for the CIA, and I'm like, what the heck? It looks like these guys think they're God. That's exactly what happens when a lot of them get older, see? Because they trust themselves in their pride. Like when you get a college degree. So just work on these things and know that it's all good, because see, it's all part of the plan. And so you just work on the golden rule and getting with the king and getting ready to babysit, because that's what's going to be about. It's going to be the younger ones, the innocent ones, that are going to be the trees that'll make it, and the ones that are too beasted out, they're like all zombied, and they'll be salt pillars in the sea for 1,000 years, and then we'll all be good for our grandmas and all those beautiful people that we knew that were taken away, however they died or whatever happened to them. They'll be back, along with George Mueller and all those beautiful people. So that's why you can have peace if you're on the Chargers team, but get out of the Titanics and the dividers in chief, because I'm telling you, that whore of Babylon's getting chaffed real quick, and you don't want to be there, because it ain't going to be pretty.